Hello and welcome back to War of the Human Tanks ALTeR. Again, we're back. It is... Oops, well, I don't know what I'm doing. What did we leave off with? It's been a while. It's been like a week. That's a long time for me. Floor 86. It has a long line, which means it's probably going to be hard. Oh, that's this thing. Lighting up. You just can't tell because it's white. It's a very slight change. Floor 86. Let us do this. Let us start. Let us not suck. There's no music. It's kind of eerie. Great Cavern of Fuji, 86th floor. My microphone's probably a little bit too close. Great Cavern of Fuji, 86th floor, 10th hologram area. Virtual Nagoya Tower. Great, we're coming back to this. Successive battles continued between ALTeR and Toka's armies as ALTeR trudged through the deep, dark cavern. A vast, vivid space unfolded before ALTeR when they arrived at the next floor. A brief moment of peace before the final battle awaited them. The floor was simulating light, which was the reason for the darkness. Nonetheless, the illusory light left a vivid impression. Yuki was the first to evoke a gasp of wonder, for it was the first time she had seen such an eloquent night scene. Wow. One second. Yuki apparently ran up here from the 88th floor, which might just be a lie. We don't know at this point. But if she ran up here, even in storyline, if she had run up here, she would have seen all this crap before. I mean, I understand, there's the seeing it for the first time and seeing it for the first time. You may have seen it in panic and not paid much attention, and then you come back, and this is like the real time you're seeing it. You've seen, you're really able to take it in. But nonetheless, she would have this is a particular case where she would have run through it. Like at the Capitol, it would have been a little bit different because she wouldn't have been able to stop and shop. But this is a little bit different because she would have seen this at some point. But I guess, still wouldn't have had the real time to take it all in. But still, it's like she doesn't know anything about these floors. This is the vibe she usually gives us. And it's like, you would have come up here at least one time before. In fact, it was the first time she had seen night at all. See, like that, for instance. That line right there. She would have come up through here. She drew her breath in awe at the brilliant scenery before her eyes. And another place I'm not familiar with. Really, you haven't been here before. What is this hologram of? Nagoya Tower on the outskirts of Nagoya. Didn't we go there together before? Wasn't it part of Kingdom territory before? Now that you mention it, I think I've been there. Maybe? How would you forget going to this? Oh, well, you know what, ALTeR is one of those characters who's more concerned with helmets than actual sights. I'm sure that she would have remembered this if there had been a helmet here. But, unfortunately, this is enough to get a strong reaction from her. It must have been oh, wow. It must have been when you were little, since you went with Megaman. Yes, it was a popular tourist spot. Yuki, you're rather quiet. Yes. Do you have memories of Nagoya Tower? No, it's the first time I've seen something this pretty. Her eyes were filled with wonder. She was not lying when she said it was the first time. Lights shone in the night sky, lights known as stars. Bright neon lights flickered below. Night. The beauty of night scenery. It was the first time she had ever seen it. Love those sharp S's, that's all I'm good for. We're almost at the 88th floor, so this floor is probably the last large space we'll come across. Still no enemy in sight, Ruru? None at the moment. I'll continue to send scouts out. Toka caught us off guard with an ambush last time. We shouldn't send too many tanks out to scout. Let's just advance if they don't appear. There are 2 more floors until we make it to the final floor. I can't see any reason why Toka wouldn't attack. ALTeR. Need something? ALTeR, it's very pretty, isn't it? Yeah. Look, Yuki, I'm not your mother. Stop coming to me with all of your whimsical little desires. Go to Megaman. What's that thing shining on the ceiling? Shining? Oh. They're stars. Before she could answer with those words, she realized something. ALTeR had felt that there was something strange about Yuki, but she was unable to notice the missing piece of the puzzle. Until now. Yuki has never been to the surface. She wasn't kidnapped! Oh my god! That's what they're saying. Which we should have actually gotten from the fact that the narrator says, she's never seen night before. I'm the omnipotent narrator. I know everything. ALTeR? Those are called stars. Oh, so those lights are stars. You know about stars. Yes, I've read about them in a book before. I'm really still thinking she's Yuki Yoshigawa. Really still thinking it. Stars appear on the sky at night. Wow, nighttime is amazing. I didn't know it was this pretty. There are a lot of other pretty things on the surface you can see, and it doesn't need to be nighttime. Really? Yeah, you lying set. Just as she thought, Yuki is not familiar with the surface. Yuki, do you know about snow? It's what your name means. My name? Snow? Yes, I've heard of it before. Heard of it. It's very white, isn't it? Yeah, it's white. I want to see snow one day, too. ALTeR, does the surface have many things as beautiful as this? Yeah, a lot. Wow. Yuki shook in wonder at the thought. ALTeR, what are you doing? Just enjoying the night view with Yuki. I see, but we have many other matters we should be concerned with. We still haven't sighted any enemy units. That's because they're all inside of the tower! What, still? Yes, still. Maybe they just can't find an opportunity to attack us because we're being this cautious of our surroundings. We can't be too optimistic. With that logic, we'll be attacked the moment we stop to rest. In reality, the Republic Army was keeping a fixed distance from Matsuyuki's Shiro company. Toka, are we still staying on standby? Mizora, can you confirm the position of ALTeR's forces with your scope? Yup, hold on. Huh? Well, that's weird. That can't be. What can't? Shiro is with them. Why would she be with humans? I noticed as well. So it wasn't just my imagination. Toka, what's going on? I'm unsure, but we can't stay on standby any longer. Then it's time to sortie? The reason will come clear when we crush Matsuyuki Shiro Company. Let us begin our assault. All forces charge! Oh, the sound of them all charging, like, ah! But in O's. Because O is more feminine than A. I don't know. ALTeR, we're being attacked from close range. Man, they cover distance fast. Damn. I wonder where they got the horses. Because, it's the only way you can move fast. Actually, they're human tanks, so they would be able to move fast. Where were they hiding? Ellie, prepare for battle. Roger. Engage the enemy. Aw, man. They said her name was Shiro instead of Yuki Shiro. I wonder if... So, the whole Yuki... Well, it still fits... But it makes it less likely. I'm still thinking that she's a human tank that Yoshigawa actually made. I don't think she's a human. I don't. I think that, because Yoshigawa, to travel with a child and have nothing to say anything about that, I don't feel like that's the thing that would happen. I think that he made Shiro, he constructed her. Perhaps even to fulfill his legacy, but he didn't get the chance to really do that. I feel like he made her, and that's why she thinks he's a father, because I think that's how he, played it. But, I don't think that she's, I'm pretty sure she's a tank, because it'd be too weird for him to have carried a child with him that long. So I'm pretty sure she'd be a tank. And she hasn't seen any evidence of the surface, which, for that to be the case, again, she would have had to have been a baby with him, and he would have had to carry her down to this level. But he was already so old. I mean, his portrait makes him look, at the very least, to be in his 40s. I don't want to say he lived much longer than that. I mean, at the very least, I mean, at the most, probably 10 years, we would say. I don't know. It depends on how old tanks would be. I mean, how old yeah, how old tanks would be. How old she would be now, if we'd have to like know her age now to really be able to say whether or not that was a plausible thing of her being a baby at the time of him coming down here. But it just doesn't seem like it. It just seems more like it would be, where are my Ludwigs? It just seems more like it would be a thing where he constructed a tank. Because that's ultimately what I'm, like, the vibe I'm getting. And these actually need to be pulled back in, I think. Yes, okay. So let's see. This opens up a lot of possibilities for us. Just pulling them back in actually does. We can put more Ludwigs in the field. Which, as we know, is the key to winning a battle nowadays. It's just having tanks that can actually hit things and move fast, too. So that's what these things do. I don't really want to bring modules, and I don't even really want to check for them, but, because it takes, like, 5 minutes. Not even. It takes, like, 50 seconds, and I'm just like, it's too much time, blah, 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 blah. But, I feel like I'm not going to be allowed modules, so... I mean, I always could just reset after I deploy these, and then just put the modules on the deployed tanks, which isn't a, bad idea. But, I just don't feel like it. It's like, I can win any battle without modules. I don't need them. I don't need these things. Let me remove modules, though. If I do decide to do that. I mean, if I get my ass kicked, that'd be a reason to do it. But it's also a big, like, it was a big dash mark. So that kind of means, like, it's going to be a tough battle. And one of the ways to make a battle tougher is to not give us modules. Because they don't want us to just, hey, look, I have Mazoras, blow up half the world, job done. They don't want us to do that sort of thing. So, how many more tanks can I bring? I mean, I don't really feel like I need more, but bringing more is never a bad thing. I could bring 3 more, so I guess I'd put 2 on the sides here, and then maybe another Mazura. Did I just deploy a Ludwig that has traffic insurance? Yeah, let's remove that. Okay. Assemble a new Ludwig, and bring that to the battle. Ooh, I see. Oh. I was like, new? Another tank! And then I was just like, no. So one of the ways that they could have really made this game a little bit better, in my opinion, would have been to give more of the higher tier tanks, the ones that you would have researched later on, the module of being able to kill things instantly, even if they wouldn't have been able to move instantly. Just giving them that module would have been able to make more tanks viable in this later stage. As it is now, they aren't really viable because they'll miss so many of their shots, and that's just not useful. It's not helpful. Like, so it's like, why would I take a tank that can miss whenever I can take a tank that won't? So that's the problem. I'm in assemble still, right? I'm presuming. Well, I feel like that would have made a big difference. Because then you wouldn't be running the same tanks all the time. And I'm sure other people mix up their tanks a little bit better than I do. But it's like, for me, I'm not going to bring I'm not going to bring tanks that aren't going to get the job done. It's like, why would I do that? Why would I bring a tank that's just straight up worse than another tank? Like, why would I purposely hamstring myself, especially at this late in the cavern where it's like things are actually supposed to be difficult? Why would I just hamstring myself? Like, why would I even bother to do that? That's just stupid. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's do this. Into the battlefield. But this game was made a long time ago, so... It's even a... Like, they did a lot of things, you know? So, it's like... And there's probably reasons not to adjust your tank values, because, you don't want it to be too easy too early on. But I feel like they could have just added a couple more tanks, possibly, to kind of... Like, they could have added more of the high levels. They could have put another assault tank on the game and said, like, this is the high-level assault tank that you can use to, you know, to have instant hits. They could have done stuff like that, but that would have also made the snipers less valuable, I guess you could say. But, you know, it's just one of those things. It's like, I wish this would have happened so that I could have more diversity without lowering my overall effectiveness. Oh, I got my Ludwig. Man, do you know if I wouldn't have moved yet? Like, if I wouldn't have moved that one yet, this thing wouldn't have anything to blow up on. But, wow. Oh, you know what? I don't care. That was worth it. Got a lot of stuff for that. Like, a lot of kills. Hey, look, it's Hachi. Did they disable my modules? I think I can check that by just looking at Ruru. Yes, okay. I had to just check that, because, you know, why wouldn't I? So if that tank wasn't, I'm pretty sure it was just a self-destruct device or something like that. But if it wasn't, like, one of the special rebel tanks, then that means that I missed out on just, you know, disabling that module that corresponded with as big of an explosion. So, you know, just throwing that out there. But it doesn't really matter. I don't care about the enemy's modules. They can have all the modules they want. I'm still gonna kick their ass. Now, we gotta be a little bit careful, because as it goes further and further in, but, I mean, you just saw it, my Misura's activated, which means that their longer range tanks are also going to start activating. Which is also part of the reason why you want to push into their territory up. Which is also part of the reason why you want to push into their territory as soon as possible. Because you want to give them those closer targets to shoot at. And that will prevent them from long-ranging you. And then you can sort of control the tempo of the battle by because you're controlling their firing rate. So now you're controlling where they're overall hitting and where, you know. You're just yeah, I guess tempo would work, because you're just preventing your army from getting completely obliterated, so you can slow the battle down by having them only attack one unit at a time. Yeah, so that wasn't stupid of me saying that word. Tempo! So it looks like they only have a couple of tanks left, very small amount. I already blew up two, save them, I already blew up two command tanks, so I think they only would have one more. But we will find out. But it's about this time, whenever you get them down to that lower percentage, that's whenever you just kind of start getting that confidence. You're just like, alright, well, I've destroyed pretty much the majority of their force. I can now kind of move forward a little bit more, you know. I don't need to be as careful. Although they're making me pay for that. But it's okay, because this is also, like, this is also a thing, too. It's like where they're using their moves to attack your extended units, and it's sort of, it's more like, alright, well, you've done that, but I still have more. I've still got more. So what you've really done is just delayed me. And I don't care. They still have that long-range unit. Well, I had to fire on a Ludwig. Oh, I should have actually moved this Mizuru up with the others. Oops. Alright, so we know where that one... I almost shot just directly on my own team. That'd have been fantastic. God damn it. Alright, so that's out of the way. Let's start moving up. Mizuru's, like I said, I think they cost as much as the Ludwig, so I'm not too worried about losing them. I'm not worried about losing any tank, because really the only reason you're worried at in battles of losing a tank is if it's A, really expensive, or B, if it's packing the modules. And none of my tanks are packing modules, so it's like I'm only losing the value of the tank. And the thing is, these tanks aren't that expensive. So, like, I could replace my entire army probably twice over, like the entire army that I've used in this battle, maybe twice over, without even worrying about it. I don't know, 16 tanks is a lot. I can't do the math from here. Doesn't look like a lot when you let most of them die, but it's certainly a lot for this game. Oh, they had a second Zero. Ooh, well now it's dead. Sucks to be you, AI. Ha 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 ha! Oh, that might be their last command tank. I was going in the corner for the control tank, but... Missed! Killed a command tank. Oh look, money. We can just say I lost... what? Wouldn't that be 800,000? Oh, yeah, 800... I got 6 million. Alright. I'm the best! We beat them. Enemy forces silenced. I don't know why you're saying it like that, ALTeR. You're usually a little bit more confident than that. Only 2 floors left. ALTeR, look over there. Is that Toka? What are you up to now? Going to surrender to us right before the final floor? ALTeR, there is something I want to ask you. What is it? Why is she with you? She? Toka raised her arm slowly and pointed toward the girl standing beside ALTeR. Oh, you mean Yuki? She's like, oh no, I'm being outed. Damn it! Yuki grabbed onto ALTeR's sleeve and hid behind her. Yuki, is that her name? Yeah, Yuki told us she was kidnapped by stray tanks and brought to this cavern. Kidnapped by us? That's complete nonsense. Why are you so angry all of a sudden? You're the one who kidnapped her. Huh? What does she mean? Don't try to fool us. Return Shiro to us at once. Shiro. Yuki. Yes? Is your real name Shiro? Well... Yes, it is. ALTeR, don't you dare harm Shiro. You'll regret it if you do. I have no intention to. Yuki... Shiro, was it? She's the one who approached us. I can't trust you. It's true, Toka. Yuki. I asked ALTeR to come to the 88th floor. Why? The rebel and the other stray tanks are fighting to keep the humans away. But everyone wanted to fight. What are you? I was told that human tanks live to fight. Isn't that true? Of course it is. Everyone is aware. That's why I asked for ALTeR's help. The only way to help everyone was to use a hologram. Hologram? What are you talking about? ALTeR. What? It was short but fun. Thank you for taking care of me. Not quite sure why I'm being thanked. I'm glad I was able to hear about the surface from everyone. It was very interesting. I'm a hologram. Hologram? But wait. Yes, physical contact is possible. It is. ALTeR and Megumi held Yuki's hand, which felt no different from that of a normal person. Damn it, there goes my child idea. Would have been interesting, but the hologram idea is also, I guess, interesting, I don't know. But Toka was surprised by this, so I'm wondering if that means Shiro is actually at the 88th floor. and was just sending out a hologram to ALTeR to bring ALTeR here. Because that would, I guess that would make sense since Toka was like, what? I'm confused. Unless Toka just didn't know. Yuki shook her hand away. But I'm a hologram. A hologram with a physical presence. Is that possible? Watch, I'm going to disappear. What? You'll believe that I'm a hologram if I disappear, right? Tell me something before you do. What do you want to know? Why did you come to us in the first place? After a brief silence, she answered hesitantly. Toka and all of the other stray tanks have lost their superior, but they want to fight. ALTeR, please let them fight until the end. That's what you wanted to ask me to do? Oh, and because I was interested in humans. Did we satisfy your curiosity? Goodbye. Dot, 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 dot. Okay. Suddenly, and without warning, she dissipated like fog. Toka, Yuki, Shiro just disappeared. I saw. She really was a hologram. That's amazing technology. I will fall back for now. Hey, wait! Explain things before you go. Lieutenant, should I chase after her? Nah, forget it. Let's focus on taking control of this floor. How much of that was true about the hologram? Hey, Megaman. But we were able to touch Yuki. Huh? Megaman. Earth to Megaman. Yes, what is it? What are you getting confused over? Yuki was a hologram. I don't know what I can trust in this cavern anymore. I'm pretty sure that was just a unique case. Maybe, but don't mull over it. It's not going to happen again. That may not be the case. What? Remember Toka? Remember Toka? We still gotta deal with her hologram technology, but yeah, you know what? That won't be the case again. It's never gonna happen. ALTeR, you just said it's not going to happen again. That's not true. Speak for yourself. I, for one, hope we don't run into any more holograms with a physical presence. Unfortunately, we already did with a different one. Oh. Right, we already discovered that technology was possible. Perhaps. Toka's illusion system had the exact same function. Or it could be possible that Yuki was using that illusion system. And draining its power. Ellie. What? I don't like where this is going. What a coincidence. Me neither. We have to hurry. Let's move to the 87th floor. Why the sudden rush? Don't let Toka use the illusion system! The reason it wasn't functioning properly before. It was you, wasn't it, Shiro? Great Cavern of Fuji. Final floor. Damaged weapons that do not function and old defunct machines were scattered all over. If repaired, the weapons might see the light of day again, but there was nobody with the skills to repair them present. At the center of what could only be considered waste sat a woman. A woman known as the Lord of Rubble. Lord of Rubble, were you aware? Of what? That Shiro had contact with the humans. What? Is that true? I saw it with my own eyes. Shiro has been here with me the entire time. The Lord of Ruffle. It would be a great lord. The Lord of Rubble softly caressed the hair of the girl resting on her lap. The girl was smiling in her sleep. The Lord watched over her with a gentle smile. The two appeared as if parent and child. She was using a hologram. A hologram? Yes, she approached the humans with a hologram. Could you tell me more? I find it difficult to believe that she has the ability to manipulate the system to that extent. So you weren't aware of her actions? Yes, I wasn't. At any rate, it's now clear why the illusion system wasn't fully working, same word. Was it due to her illusion? If she was with ALTeR for an extended period of time as a hologram, that would explain things. So you were saying that she was the source of the excess stress to the system. Now that Shiro's hologram is gone, though, we will be able to fully utilize the system. Using the modifications Kanato applied to you, it would be nothing but a hindrance outside of this cavern, but it is the perfect offensive weapon in this situation. We should be thankful to Kanato. He doesn't deserve thanks. Toka, you should be more honest with yourself at least. The Lord gazed upon the girl on her lap with a very, very blissful smile. I'm thankful to him, because I would not be with Shiro if not for him. I'll win against ALTeR no matter what. Yes, I will leave it in your hands. Toka prepared for the final battle. Her fears were gone. All that remained was to fight ALTeR with everything she had. The Lord of Rubble spoke after Toka left. Shiro, are you awake? No! You're always sleeping, aren't you? Speaking of which, you've been sleeping ever since Halberstadt awoke. Hologram. I failed to notice, but there should be no harm in approaching humans as a hologram. You're very keen, Shiro. You must have caught on to that fact. In that case, the one who made it possible must have been Halberstadt. I think Halberstadt should be punished. Wait, it isn't Tad's fault. I was the one who asked for help. Good morning, Shiro. The Lord smiled kindly as she graded Shiro. I'm still asleep, just with my eyes open now. I mean, Tad, it's okay. I'm not angry. I'm sorry. I know that Halberstadt is very kind. Too kind to refuse Shiro's request. I just really wanted to meet ALTeR. I wouldn't have been able to come up with the idea to attempt to meet someone with a hologram. You're really very smart. But you know much more than me. That's not true. You've read so many books to me. That's just because I'm good at memorizing. You are far wiser than I. Really? Yes, really, which is why I'd like to hear stories from you as well. Okay, let's see. I saw Nighttime for the first time on the floor above. Her stories of the many experiences she enjoyed went on and on. She visited a holographic world for only a brief period, but experienced many things. So this is where the holograms end, this floor that they're on. Just as one experiences a whole world just by being in a theater for a few hours, Shiro absorbed the experiences of a whole world, the experiences of more than a single world, and told the Lord all about it. Her stories continued on and on. Will she seek the outer world again when her stories finally end? The Lord pondered so. Many ellipses. Or the human tanks. ALTeR. White future. Although we're at 34 minutes, I think I'm going to do the next battle. Also, how the hell we find the next floor is, it's very challenging too. I don't know. Alright, doesn't actually look like they adjusted positions. But sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I would never, like, bank on the fact that they would or wouldn't. Because I don't want to get my ass kicked. That's all. That's the only reason. Yes, there's nothing over here. Hello! Oh, wasn't there a tank right there then? Yeah. Oh no! The the freaking recon tank moved up. Why? No, I already moved that tank. Alright, so we'll push left to make that area secure, and then we'll move the Sephira that way. Although I guess pushing left has different meaning when you're not actually charging that way. miss being able to traverse land. But this is a different layer of difficulty, which I do appreciate. It just doesn't mean I have to like it. I can appreciate something without liking it. Alright, we had an early sniper there. Now, there's a problem with this is, like, I don't know whether I should be moving towards the edges where I'm actually technically more in danger, or whether I should be sitting back. Because artillery tends to like to fire at a, you know, more to its maximum range, whereas snipers aren't as much of that. Like, they're not as picky, is what I've seen, at least. I mean, it could be completely happenstance or wrong, but you know, it's just at this point what I've kind of been like, oh, I think that's the case. You know, the only problem I can see currently is that one, wherever it was, firing on this, just killing it instantly. Ow! Asshole, you're probably right there. Guys, I want to withdraw to your positions. I'm very afraid. Can I? Hello! Stop spying on me. Oh. Hi! Now that you've revealed yourself, I'm gonna kill you instantly. Which means that you're an idiot. And you did it for a Pokari. You dunce. What a terrible attack. Okay. It's the closest one! Oh, damn it, I missed. Look, this is what happens whenever I wait too long. I don't think I can hit it anymore. Well, you know, we'll get it later. What is it really going to do in the time span that I'm not able to hit it, right? Move down this way where it might be slightly safer, and we're going to try to hit this area. Because I'm looking for that order relay device, which I'm not seemingly able to hit. Cool. God, this, you know what, if I fail this again, I'm going to have to bring Koharu, aren't I? I'd be obligated to at that point. It's like, you failed too many times. Freaking stop being a dumb. Alright, let's work on rediscovering where that tank is. Boop. Ah, damn it. I can't actually get around to doing anything. Haha! Now I shall kill you. Maybe, I don't know. Could either be a hit or a miss at this point. Alright, there we go. So what am I looking for? One command tank? Two command tanks? What is the thing I'm looking for? All of my shots are completely in the dark. I have no real idea. I actually think Zephyr can actually move out and start firing. I'll say the word actually twice in the same sentence. She could start hitting the edges. But I'm sort of thinking they're hurt enough to where they might actually be falling back to like the outer rim to be as annoying as they possibly can, so. Investigations aren't going well. We've discovered nothing. Oh, there we go. We got a hit. So that one is down there. I assume that the other one's on the left. But where on the left? Did I just shoot the same space that I shot last turn? Good job. But just in case that it's not on the left. Oh well. Just in case it's not on the left. Thinking it's either on the left. Oh, well, I was about to say, I was thinking it's either on the left, like the bottom left or top right. I did this battle without Koharu. I am the best. I don't need sight lines. That's child's play. Next time, Floor 88. The culmination of this story arc happens there. Yes. Yeah, that's going to be what we do next. I shall save.